Hey, this is DK and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to tell you about Google Plus interactive posts and how to benefit from it. Now, if you're not aware of what Google Plus interactive posts are, G Plus interactive posts basically help you create posts on Google Plus with a specific call to action. Now, interactive posts from Google Plus is a very lesser known feature, but it can considerably increase the engagement with your content. Not too many people use it primarily because of the difficulty in setting it up, and you will see that in the subsequent slides when I show you how to set up G Plus interactive posts on your WordPress blogs. Now, interactive posts on Plus basically allows you to enhance your existing sharing by embedding a clickable call to action in your post. So you can see here in this picture here, this is basically how an interactive post will look. You will have a pre-filled text there. There will be a target URL which can also deep link to content in mobile apps, and there will be a preview snippet that is rendered from the target page. So this snippet basically tells people what exactly is the content about, and then there will be a call to action button to a URL, or you can even deep link to an action in your mobile app. So basically what happens is, in doing this, you are able to create, in using G Plus interactive posts plugin, you basically will be able to create a post on Google Plus which will have a definite call to action, and this considerably increases the amount of engagement that you see with your content. So if you're not using Google Plus, it is high time that you start using it, because Google Plus has been changing over the past couple of years, and there's quite a lot of features that have just been introduced, and you can benefit very hugely using the popularity of the Google Plus platform. Now, installing G Plus interactive sharing on your blogs involves a lot of fiddling with your website codes. And if your blog is on a WordPress platform, then it is going to be all the more difficult. But if you're not a techie, the best thing to do on a WordPress blog is to look for a plugin. And thankfully, there is a nice little plugin for G Plus interactive posts. So you can install that plugin and it will do all of the background work for your WordPress blog. You can find the link to download the plugin at the end of the video, and I will also show you how to configure and install this plugin on your WordPress blog in a minute. Okay, so let me show you how to go about installing the G Plus interactive WordPress plugin. So all that you need to go is, you go to plugins, click on add new here, and on search plugins just enter G Plus interactive posts. So you should be able to see the plugin in the search window here. Here it is. You can see here G Plus interactive posts. So just click on install now, and it should ask you if you're sure to install it, and then once that is done, you can just activate the plugin. So that is all about installing the plugin. Now I'll show you how to configure the plugin. So once you've installed the plugin, this is what you do. So let me show you. You go to console.developers.google.com. You will find the link beneath the video here. So just go to console.developers.google.com and you will be taken to this project. You will have to log into your Google account in order to come to this page. So once you're on this page, you click on create project. So it'll ask you for a project name. So let me just put a test project name here, and I select the terms. This is your choice if you want to select it or not. You click on create, and it'll say that it is in progress. You can see here this is in progress. So once the project is created, you will see a list of options out here. So I'll pause the video, come back when the project has been created. It takes about a couple of minutes for this to run and to be done. So you can see here it's already done. So I'm not even having to pause the video. So once you've created the project, you go to APIs and auths, and then you click on APIs. So this is your API page. What you do is you go to API, Google Plus API. You should be able to see that somewhere here. You'll be able to see the Google Plus API here. So this is the Google Plus API. So what you do is you need to activate this, you need to switch this on. So you click on this off button and it'll start enabling. So you just read the terms, agree to it, click on accept, and your G Plus API should be switched on. So it's showing enabled. So once the Google Plus API is enabled, what you will have to do is you'll have to go to the credentials option here. And on the credential option, you will have to primarily create a new OAuth client ID. So you click on create new client ID. Now this is a web application. Now this is where you need to configure your website. Now what you have to do is you have to enter the website on which you've installed the G Plus Interactive plugin. So for example, if I'm installing it on dkspeaks.com, I would want to enter all the variations of dkspeaks, like for example with the www, without the www, and this is how I do it. This is how it will be. So I have entered all of this here. Now pretty much, my domain in all formats has been installed here. So once that is done, you click on create client ID and it'll process for a couple of minutes, and then you will see a client ID here. You see here, you have a client ID. Now this client ID is something that is specific to you, so you should ideally keep it with you and not share it with anybody else. So what you have to do is uh, there is a part of the client ID just before the term apps, and there will be a dot, and before the dot there will be a client ID. You need to copy this client ID and you need to go to your dashboard where you've installed the Google G Plus Interactive plugin, and you will come to this page where it will ask you for an API key. So you need to enter that API key here and click on save. So once you've done that, you have to go back to your developer screen again and you go to the consent screen. Now on your consent screen, you have to enter these details. So you have to enter your email address. Now the email address will be the email address that is registered with your Google account. You have to enter your product name. Now product name will primarily be your website name. So let me enter. Okay, so here you enter your home page URL. You can enter the logo to your the URL to your logo out here. So there will be a nice little logo that will appear here. You can enter your privacy policy. If you have one, it's optional. The terms of service URL, once again, that is also optional. Once you've done that, you have to enter the G Plus page ID. Now you would have created a page for your website. If you have not, I think you should go to G Plus Google Plus and create a page for your website first, and you will get a page ID. You need to enter that page ID here, but that's again optional. It is good to increase engagement with your Google Plus page. Once you've done all of that, just click on save here, and that should be saved. So if you've entered the Google Plus ID here, what will happen is it will tell you that you need to go and activate or approve the connection to the plugin. So in order for that to happen, there will be a link here. Just click on the link and you will be taken to the page where you can go and approve the connection. So it's a very simple process. You will see that there is an approval pending. Just click on the approval and that should connect your Google Plus page to the to your blog and to the G Plus Interactive Post plugin. So once you've done that, I'll show you how this will look. So let me go and create a new post here. And when I create a new post, so here on the right hand side, you will see that there is an option for G plus interactive post. You can see here. So this pre-filled text should ideally be picked up from your post. If it doesn't, then you will have to enter a few words, which will be a pre-filled text. Don't enter too much of keywords, but then because then it will look a little awkward in the post that is getting published on G+. So enter the post. You can select the kind of button type that you want. There are a lot of different button types. So you can select the button type. You can select the label text, and you can select the G+ interactive button if you want it or not. So if you select yes, it will show the G plus interactive post button. So once that is done, what will happen is you will be able to see a small button at the end of all of your posts. Show you how the button looks. So that way, what will happen is your visitors will be able to share, this post on G plus, and it'll have a unique, call to action there, which basically increases the engagement on your blog. So I'll show you how this appears. You see here there is a small G plus share button here. So when you click on this share button, what will happen is it'll share the post uh, you know to Google Plus, and it'll be a nice looking interactive post that you can share onto Google Plus. So it's that simple, and you can go and install the plugin and take advantage of it. There are not too many people who are using this plugin, so this is something that you might want to use because it benefits you a lot, and you will be surprised to see the amount of engagement that you'll be able to see with the G plus interactive posts. So that's it for this video. Keep watching for more updates from DK Speaks. There are a lot many other trainings that we have planned for you over the next couple of weeks. So thank you for watching. You all have a good day ahead.